Hi, and welcome to Infertility Unfiltered, where fertility experts and warriors are joining forces to provide you with tips, information, inspiration, and all of the things that you can take back control over your life and get your baby on board. Hi, I'm Jennifer Robertson, and today we are very blessed to be joined by Gina Pestelle. Now, Gina is a qualified health coach and a personal trainer. She has a bachelor's degree in sports, health, and fitness, and is also a fully qualified sports nutritionist. She has her own business called Gina Pestelle Fitness, and she helps her clients break through the nonsense of magic pills, detox teas, and slimming shakes, and provides tools, guidance, and support to achieve long-term sustainable results. She's a self-proclaimed health and fitness nut with a passion for motivating others and empowering women to love movement as much as she does. I love that. And today we are going to be talking about all things exercise, but mainly the benefits of exercise on fertility. And if you stick around to the end, Gina is going to tell you how you can get your hands on her free or a discount, of her pregnancy ebook and home workout plan. So thank you so much for joining us, Gina Pestelle.
Thank you for having me. I'm really excited to be here.
Excellent. So before we get into all of the benefits of exercise on fertility, I would love for you to just tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into this field.
Yeah, of course. So I'm an anti and postnatal specialist. I've been in the field for almost 8 years now, just new to the online field, which is really exciting. So it's a whole new thing for me. So I actually got into sport, health and fitness. So I was doing my degree and they offered a level 2, which is like your base level, as a discount. And I thought, well, I'm going to go and do it. And somebody at the time told me what a waste of money it was because I'll never use it. And here I am almost 8 years later, this is my full-time job and absolutely love it. Yeah.
Awesome. I love that so much, and yeah, and I love the fact that, something that you're passionate about is your business now. And I think that is so important to realize what your purpose and your passion and just go for it. So you do. I found you on Instagram. You have, an awesome page and you do a lot of myth busters in terms of exercise. You break through all of the crap that's out there and just provide it step by step and simplify it and all of those things. So can you just give us an idea of, what are the benefits of exercise when you're struggling to fall pregnant, just on all of those things? What are the benefits?
There's so many benefits, even if you're not struggling to get pregnant, of exercise. You're less stressed, you feel better, you feel more confident, you've got less mood swings, your mood is generally higher, your anxiety's down, depression's down, and, all of those things when you're trying to get pregnant. A lot of my clients come to me before their pregnancy journey and say to me, these are the problems I'm having. I'm having IVF, or I'm having infertility problems. Help me. And all of these things, and if we can start breaking down these barriers of anxiety and stress, and actually making people feel better, that that they are worth something more. Because sometimes I think when you're so focused on becoming a mum, that's you're a mum, but actually you're still you as well, and you shouldn't lose that along the way. And that's what I find quite a lot, is people tend to get so focused on having a baby because that's all you really, really want, but you need to be you as well, and you need to understand your body. And
I think that there's a lot of fear as well, like when you're going through IVF cycles or trying to conceive, do you keep exercising? Because a lot of women will exercise and then all of a sudden when they start trying to have a baby, they'll stop because they're scared that if they exercise too rigorously, it might cause some damage. So can you just speak to that a little bit?
Yeah, so there's absolutely no harm in exercising. If you're already an exercise professional, for example, like an athlete, there's no reason that you have to stop exercising until the day you give birth. If you're thinking about going on your journey, and you're like, I don't know where to start exercising. There's actually so many more benefits than negatives to exercise. There's going to be no harm to that little precious baby that you're carrying, and you're going to have a nicer pregnancy. So a lot of pregnant women find that their lower back hurts, and that's because our abdominal muscles start to relax because of the growing baby. So by strengthening our abdominal muscles means our back doesn't hurt as much, there's not as much of a curve. There's lots of small little things like that that just exercise can help with. You have a nicer labour. I mean, you're going to go into labour for however many hours. If I was to tell you to go work out in a gym or go for a run for that amount of hours, you'd go, absolutely no way. That's too much. I'm not ready for that. So exercise is so important. You tend to have a faster and a nicer labour actually when you exercise, because your muscles are ready to contract and help you push that baby out.
And if you're not pregnant, then at least you can see this as preparation for when you do actually fall pregnant as well, which is really, really important.
Yeah, 100%. I'm all about, you've got to prepare yourself for childbirth. If you know that's where you want to go, like I have a lot of clients at the moment that are trying for babies, and that's what we're working on. We're working on not so much I'm going to lift 100 kg because that's just ridiculous, but actually the things that they will need throughout their pregnancy. So core stability, glute stability, all of the things that your body is about to change.
And I think that there's that misconception that exercise just has to be to lose weight, but it's not so much that anymore. It's for all of the reasons that you're listing, but it's also to make you feel good.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if we look at me, for example, I don't have any children. However, since I left school over 10 years ago, I've put on 10 kilos. And people would go, you what? You've put on that much weight? That's just ridiculous. But actually, that's just me building my muscle and losing my puppy fat. And, there's a big thing about you have to lose weight. But why do we have to lose weight? You don't have to lose weight. You can just build some muscle and you will lose fat along the way. But I think what a lot of people as well get hooked up on is weighing themselves. And this is really, really important, especially when people become pregnant as well. They still weigh themselves and they beat themselves up. Weight is just one figure. It's nothing, for me anyway. And I think that's something that as a fitness industry, people have really focused on for a long, long time. But I do think, like you say, I think things are starting to change now, and that things are heading in the right direction. We're starting to be a bit more educated as a general population now, which is amazing.
Absolutely. And I think exercise also allows you to feel empowered or strong or in control as well. Not just in your body, but absolutely everything else around you, which is really, really important when you're struggling to conceive on your fertility journey, because a lot of it you don't feel like you're in control, like you feel very powerless. So exercise is a great way for you to actually take back control of your body and everything around you as well.
Yeah, 100%. And, it needs to be a healthy control. So I was actually speaking to somebody about this the other day, and, a healthy control is, you're exercising 3-4 times a week. When you do it, you're feeling really good, really strong, you're progressing, which is amazing. But, it can come with infertility problems. So if you're too aggressively working out because that's what you think you need to do to lose weight, you actually then can stop periods and your whole cycle, which is obviously when then problems come in that way, and you're not releasing the egg, which it's a big jump. There's no fine line if you do 10 minutes more you're going to be in that category. It is extreme, but I think when people are so focused on having that baby and they're told to lose weight, that's what they do. You really want that baby, and that's what you just go for. That is your goal, because you're not led. My main thing is to go and get an instructor. If you're really struggling and you don't know where to go, the worst thing you can do is just go step in a gym and go, well, let's go. You don't know what you're doing, you don't know why you're doing it, anything like that. And it's just the best thing to get an instructor. You the general public might not think, oh, actually my boobs are going to get really big, so I need to strengthen my back so that I don't hunch over. you know, that's not something that, you know, you might think of. But if you get a coach, they will go, right, we're going to strengthen that back because you're going to become very top heavy. You know, we're going to strengthen the lower back because we need to make sure that you're not curving through that back and just giving yourself more problems afterwards.
Okay. And so is there what are the things that for a woman who is trying to fall pregnant right now, like what are kind of the parameters? And I know that everyone's different, but what are the parameters that they should, like how many times a week, what sorts of exercises, how much is too much, how much is too vigorous? Like, do you have just a generalized guide for people?
Yeah, so sort of 30 minutes a day, 5-6 times a week, you know, if you feel like you can fit in more, but 30 minutes a day, at least 5 times a week, that's enough. And, you know, when you're having fertility problems and, you know, you just want to actually get moving, that's what you need to do. So if you're a gym goer, keep going. You know, if you're doing absolutely nothing and you're like actually listening to this podcast, you're like, oh, maybe that will help me. Go out for walks, go out for a bike ride, go swimming with the kids. You know, if you've already got kids, there's loads of things that you can do to keep active. It's not go to that spinning class, go to the gym, go hit it really hard. You know, moderate intensity. So a light intensity would be like a lovely leisurely stroll along the beach, but moderate, you might be doing a bit of a power walk. You know, it depends on your fitness levels already. So if you do nothing, then probably a bit of a power walk would be great, a bit of a cycle ride. But, you know, if you're starting to feel like you can do a little bit more, I know a lot of people do like Zumba classes, body pump. It depends what country you're in. There's all sorts of different names for all these different things. But in my opinion, if you're looking to become pregnant, or if you are pregnant, you need to be training resistance, which means training like with a weight or with a band, because your body is about to go through some serious changes, and you know you need to be ready for that. I think this is so underestimated about how important having a strong body is for pregnancy. It's so underrated, and it's something that I tell my clients constantly. You know, I'm going to give you a weight, I'm going to give you a band, and you're going to do whatever I tell you to do with that band, as long as you're comfortable. And that's the other thing, you know, being comfortable. But we can get into that a little bit more in a bit. But yeah, definitely just moderate, you know, just get up and moving. If you're not doing anything, that is the most important thing to do, and to make it into a habit. So people always say to me, I just can't fit it in. Get up earlier, go for a lunch on your walk, go for a walk on your lunch break even. You know, just silly little things like that you might not think of, you know, eating your lunch at your desk so that you can have that time, that even that half an hour just to go. It's finding those sorts of things, and that's where I come in as a coach, and we sit down and we look at all the different things that, you know, my clients do in the day. Some have children already and they're having problems now. Some have never had kids before. So we go, right, okay, you know, where can we fit it in realistically so that you can achieve it?
And how do they stay motivated as well? Because that's a really big thing as well. Is it that they have to select something that they enjoy doing? You know, if you hate going to the gym, then you're really not going to be motivated to get up in the morning and do it. Or is it a certain time of the day? Like, how do they maintain that motivation?
So it's actually the same with anybody that I speak to. It's your why. Why are you doing it? Is it because you want a baby? Okay, then that should be your motivation. You really want that baby, you're going to get out of bed in the morning at 5 o'clock to go and do your walk. You know, if you want to, you know, whatever your reason is, there's so many different whys to get you out of bed, to get you out on your lunch break. If it is just to have a baby, you know, because that's all you really wanted in your life and that's the most important thing, then great. You know, if you're feeling depressed, stressed, anxious, and a walk helps you at 5 a.m. to release that, then that's where you go. And it's all about finding that why. And that is one of the first things that I speak to any client about. What's your why? Why are you doing this? Is that why strong enough? And if it's not, go back and try again. You know, we need to find that thing that drives you. You know, and there are going to be days, you know, even as me as a personal trainer, I say this weekend, for example, it was horrible weather here in the UK, and I thought, you know what, I don't want to do it. I just really can't love it. So I didn't. I didn't do it on Friday and I didn't do it on Saturday. And then I got up Sunday and I thought I have to do it because I've still got that one day left to go and I have to get it in. So I did it then. And did I want to do it? Probably not. Did I make every excuse in the book to put it off until 5 p.m.? Absolutely. But, if I hadn't have done that, I'm not going to be closer to achieving my goals. That is what is in me. And it's okay. I listened to my body. On the Friday, I needed a rest. And the Saturday, it was just horrible. I couldn't be bothered to move. And then my why hit me on the Sunday, and it was like, well, if I don't do it now, I've missed it because it's the end of the week. And next week I start again.
Yeah.
So it's all about finding that why, and it has to be strong enough.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I love all of that. Those are some really great tips, Gina. So if people want to find you after this, how do they find you, and how do they get their hands on that discount for the pregnancy ebook and the home workout plan?
So for the discount, you need to be subscribed to my newsletter, which you can find in my bio on my Instagram, which is Gina Pestelle, or you can go to my website and it's at the bottom there, and you'll get sent the link and all of the information that you need. I'm an online coach, so if you go onto my website as well, which is www.ginapestellefitness.co.uk, you can find everything you need. So there's just coaching, just for any women that just want to get fit. There's anti and postnatal, so I actually take you through your 3 trimesters and then 3 phases postnatal as well. So I will take you through each stage and just build you back up to being able to come into normal fitness again. And that takes a long time, but it's so worth it. And then I do a few other programs as well. So yeah, it's great, and I absolutely love helping these women that just need that little bit of extra support, need that guidance, and that's what it's there for.
So important, so important. Thank you so much for all of those amazing tips, Gina Pestelle.
Thank you very much.
Now, if you love this video and you want to give it a little bit of love, please feel free to like it, to share it, and make sure you subscribe to this channel as well, because this is just one of many amazing interviews that I am bringing you as part of the Infertility Unfiltered series. So thank you so much for watching.